Alright, let's get the sartorius and the adductors. Be done with this entire upper thigh area. So I'm going to select the sartorius. Okay, you can see it's inside there, and it's quite thin. So let's add some volume to it before we do the move. Just want to get a lot of shape in there. I'm not sure about that. It's definitely rotated the wrong way. So let's rotate this the other direction. And boom, boom. Make sure LSIM is on for this, so I can get that rotation happening the right way. Basically, facing in this direction. Yeah. Okay. Solo, control, inflate. And let's make that a nice thick muscle. Okay, you can leave it a little thin where it connects down there, but otherwise I want it to be a nice thick kind of volume. Part of that might be inflating the edges. Okay, just make sure you're looking at the edges when you do that. Okay, and then I'm going to inflate the other side as well. Okay, and well, smooth it out. Okay, and now out of solo mode, move and just pull it out. I'm going to take care of the lower portion first. So I've got a nice point of reference. Got to lower my draw size to get that out easily. Okay, there we go. Alright, flow along the vastus medialis. And now this guy. So Alt and just click. Okay, and then from another view, I'm going to just bury it. Okay, and I'm going to push that back to be along the rectus femoris. Along the medial edge of the rectus femoris, that is. I mean, it has to cross it, but I want that crossing to happen kind of high up, and then I want it to be inferior. I want it to be, I want the rectus femoris to be dominant over the top of it. That's really going to be important. Okay, I feel comfortable with that. And there we go. Okay, and I'm going to adjust the vastus medialis slightly. There we go. Okay. So that's how I'm going to lay the sartorius for now. Let's take a look at the gracilis. Make sure symmetry is on. Really pull that out. Give that some volume. Pull it out. Get it right up there next to the sartorius. See how I had to lower my draw size to get it to connect. Pull it right next to that semi-membranosus. Okay, let's give it some volume. Alright. Don't, not too much. Remember, think in terms of percentages. It was pretty thin to begin with, so any increase is going to increase it, quite a bit. So keep that in mind too. Alright, there we go. Almost. Okay, let's see. Adductor magnus. Any of that guy show up here? Somewhere where we can see him. Let's make sure he does. Okay, I'm just going to tap. Just to add some volume. Okay, the legs are starting to be pushed together here. Yeah. Add some volume. You see I added in all fronts. I added on the inside, I added from the side view, all of that. Alright, now how's that screw things up? Because that's kind of what I want. I want it to kind of mess things up, and then that shows me what I need to adjust or align from there. Okay, this is another one of those. Might benefit by a look at Dynamesh. Do not save. Yeah. Topology is just going to be nicer. Okay. That's good. Solo mode off. And the biggest thing it's going to affect for me is the gracilis. So let's find our gracilis. Where'd it go? N for the subtool palette, G for gracilis, and there we go. And let's turn transparency on, and voila. So I'm going to mask out the bottom like that. Control click to blur, switch over to transpose, and use transpose to push that out. Okay, I don't want to adjust the insertion there. Just want to get these guys closer. There we go. Something like that. Now you can also rotate, which I think we need to do, but remember LSIM. Let's turn LSIM off, see if that makes any difference. Oh, make sure you're in rotate. That's why it wasn't behaving. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, there we go. Got it orientated correctly. And yes, okay. Smooth a little bit where they connect just to start to separate them. And then I'm going to go into inflate and inflate their attachments. It's fine if they inflate right into each other. My goal is actually to add to the lateral side so I can come in and smooth their connecting areas. Or just leave them. Yeah, I can just leave that. I feel comfortable. Move. Alright. Now the rest of these guys are all going to get bulked up as well. So we got the gracilis. We took care of the adductor magnus. Let's select the brevis. Just increase the volume. Okay. Iliopsoas is kind of deep, psoas major. Pectinus. Let's really get that nice and thick right there in the attachment. Yes, like that. Alright. Looks good. Do we want to get the iliopsoas? That's psoas major. Ooh, we've got a lot of stretched polygons happening there. Not good. But I don't know. Could be good actually. It's a nice musculature. Okay, I'm going to go longer strokes and smooth so I get some nice clean lines. Iliopsoas, same thing. Okay, there we go. Anything else? Adductor longus. Adductor brevis, we're not going to see too much, but why not add a little volume? Make sure it's not disturbing anything. Alright, and that's going to be, for the majority, our thigh. Just a little not sold on this. I would like to have a nice clean line. And I'd like to have two distinct forms. 1, 2. So in order to get this second one, I'm thinking I need to adjust the shape of the rectus femoris slightly. Mostly how it connects right here in the medial side of it. And then I need to probably add a little bit more the vastus medialis. And so I'm going to do something my nose not right. I'm going to increase that insertion so I can kind of fill that space there. Yes, just like that. Fantastic. Alright, I feel better about all of that. Let's put all of them on a with their poly painting. So I'm just going to turn that on for a moment. And there we go. We have thigh muscles. So now again, I can't stress how important it is for you to go in and start doing the analytical side of this. Okay, what I would like you to do is be the one who goes in, looks at a side view of some from 3D.sk or one of the views that I provide, and say, well, we're missing something. What are we missing? Okay, don't trust mine. I'm going to give you the basics, but I might still be missing things. So with that done and said, the next element for us to take a look at is going to be the calf, actually, sorry. And we want to get in there and look at just the things that are going to change from a male to female and how we can make them really sing and add just enough punch to them.